Hello traders, this is DC Trader for another market update, and of course today the market is closed, but sorry, this couple of days I wasn't able to do any review on the 29th, but since this is the last day of the year, this is December 31st 2020, and hope everybody is doing great and kind of rested. And of course today we just wanted to review the last day of trading in our markets, as well as the US market. And as we all know here, this is the US S&P futures, and if you take a look at that, guys, on the 28th we did have a new all-time high, and on the 29th we did have an all-time high. And our current all-time high is 37.48. Look at that, guys. And of course, this past 2 days, we are kind of like, not so much, a little bit of not new all-time highs. But the good thing is that we are not breaking the lows yet. Alright, so that is good for our markets, and for the US market. So let's take a look at the PSEI. And of course the PSEI here, let's move this one to the PSEI. And what did our markets do? It's a little okay. Not really the greatest, but it's okay overall. So basically we are still in between 7304 and 6741. So we have not yet break it, and of course we hope that we can have this swing stay here and we could go up to 7304. Now let's take a look at the micro channels. Now, as you can see here, basically, all right, we used to mark this one as, give me a second, let me review this. This used to be on the 28th, actually on the 23rd, then on the 28th, right, there was some changes because this, although this did not retest, so I was thinking this could be a bear micro, but currently right now we are forming higher highs. So I'm thinking as long as we don't break this anytime soon, the 7057, then we are doing good. We are going to the upside. Now currently, since on the 28th, if we make this one bigger, we did mark this our one or the other, and it broke out and currently created higher highs. So that is good. So right now, since this is a bull micro channel, our next one or the other is these two. I would say like that. Now, although it ended here, right? But if the market creates lower lows and hit this below here, it may have a chance to continue until here. Now, what if the market open on next year and creates higher highs, and it's a continuation of this bull micro? That is for this particular market. The next market that we're going to be discussing is AC Energy. And of course, AC Energy, guys, is doing great.
I like it, I love it, I want some more of
You
it.
can see here, guys, on the bigger picture here, we remember we marked this particular area and it created another all-time high. That is good for this market. Take a look at that, guys. That is beautiful. And if we also take a look at the picture here, on the 28th, we marked this as our one or the other, And currently it broke out and continued to create higher highs. So which means there is still a continuation of this bull micro channel. All right. So on the next trading day, this will be our one or the other. If it breaks here and breaks it twice and creates lower lows, then this could be a start of a bear micro. So the thing that we're going to be watching is if it reaches back to 808. But currently right now, I think this market has a higher chance of going up to the upside. ACEN Energy. Alright? And the next stock that we're going to be discussing is Ali. Now on Ali, guys, it is really hard. Look at that, guys. We have been battling 42.12 and 40.32 for how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days. That is a wow, tough day for Ali, guys. We cannot even go up or down. But if the market reaches 42.12 and higher first before going back to 40.32, then it is a continuation of a bull micro channel since mid-October. Now, right now, if you take a look at it on a smaller picture on the 5-minute, then we are still stuck in this particular one or the other, but currently we broke down. From here, went down. So we made this one as our one or the other, but we can adjust that. It broke down. Alright. So I believe this is a bear micro. A start of a bear micro. So for our next trading day, one or the other is like that. Now, of course, what if it starts here and go back up and never to retest 40.90? Then this could be a start of a bull micro channel. But currently right now, I would say there might be a continuation of a bear micro, because this is a start of a bear micro between here, and it broke down. All right, that is for Ali. And the next particular stock we're going to be discussing is BDO. And BDO today, guys, is overall, we are still stuck between 101 and 115. Although, if you take a look at it, we are more to the lower end. So if we do a Fibonacci there, from this to this, as you can see, there is a support at 104. So I believe that if we can maintain this particular swing and don't go back here anytime soon, then we have a higher chance of reaching 115. Now, if we make this one bigger right now, currently BDO right now, remember this bull micro? And we mark this particular area, one or the other, and it broke out, tried to go down, and go back up. So this is still a continuation of a bull micro. So our next one or the other is this one. Like that. Let's see if this market can continue to go above 107.67 and continue to create higher highs. If not, then if it breaks down, retest this again, then this could be a start of a bear micro, which its support is 103.39. All right, that is for this market. the next market that we're going to be discussing is Converge. And Converge, guys, is a... That's what I feel, guys. I really told you guys that currently the thing that I noticed about this particular stock, Converge, is it broke this level, which is the 1533 something, and it broke down there. It tried to put 15 as a support, which we all know from the beginning of the trade, the beginning of the trading day, it was these two were really tough one, right? Now it broke down again, which I think their main goal is to go lower than 15. So if we make that, all right, that is not so good. Take a look at that. Then it broke down, right? Okay. So on the next trading day, what is our one or the other? There you go. We hope that buyers are gonna buy from below and to be higher than 15.15. But if not, then they may have a continuation to the downside, and it looks to us that it's following this trend line, this trend channel going down. And of course, the next support could be around 1465. So let's hope Converge can do to the upside, which is very different from BDO, guys. BDO, on the other hand, guys, take a look at that, guys. It is like our stock AC Energy. And if we take a look at that, guys, look at that. That is beautiful. Although we noticed that for this particular stock, guys, it has created a area here, which we gotta put it like that. Now we hope that the market does not retest 1029 anytime soon, because if it does, then it could be a start of a bear micro. So let us see right now if they would continue to stay above 1152. And if they do stay 1152, then you know this stock is not yet over. This stock can still go up to the upside. All right. And the next particular stock we're going to be discussing is FGEN. Now, FGEN, guys, take a look at this. We just drew this area. We're still between 2941 and 2776. Now, although there is a minor support around 28, but let us hope this FGEN can still go up, right? Because if it does break 28 and it breaks 2776, then there is some changes to this particular stock. On the smaller side of things, right? If you take a look at it, this is what we said, one or the other, and this particular broke down. So my guess is really this particular stock is still on its bear micro because it did not break this particular area. So my guess on next trading day, like that. If it goes below 28, guys, then it is a continuation of this bull bear micro from the 22nd. But if Monday it broke out and actually it breaks this particular area, then there is a change in the from bear to bull. So currently, let's just move it like that, one or the other. Other than that, this market seems to me, if this follows this particular trend, it has more chance of going back up. But it does not mean it cannot go back down. That's what I'm saying. All right, because trading is basically more on, we are just trading the probability. Now, for instance, HLCM, guys, the way I see HLCM, the last time we discussed, we don't want it to break 717. Now the thing is that it broke down there, so there is this big red thing wherein this could, as long as it does not retest back down to around 7 pesos, then this still has a chance to go up. But if it continues to break down the swing lows, then this is a continuation of the bigger trend of going back down, and that's not so great. Now if you take a look at this, guys, on the bigger picture, we mark this one as one or the other. Yes, it did broke down, but it tried to go back up. The only thing is that from this particular area, it was not able to retest 702, and it went up, right? So the thing that makes me think, okay, what is the next one or the other area? Could be this. That's it. So let's hope there is a continuation to go back up to 729. If it can't go back up to 729, then it may go back down to 7, and when it reaches 7 pesos, guys, this is not so good. So this follows this particular direction. All right, that is for HLCM. So let us repeat. HLCM, we do want HLCM to reach 729 and above and create higher high. But if it can't, it may go back down to 7 pesos. All right. And the next particular stock, aside from HLCM, is our favorite, Jollibee. Now for Jollibee, guys, the way I would see Jollibee here, we are still in between 185 and 210. Now, although we broke this particular area here, and this area, and we're continuing to break down the lows of the day, which is not so good. But as long as we stay away from 185, guys, we still have a chance to go back up. And if we do mark, just like what we did with BDO, take a look at that, right? So we are near this 76.40 here, and we are just in between 61.80. All right, that's JFC. But overall, think about this, guys. See, it tried to broke down on the 28, on the 29, it went back up. Now, for the next trading day, I would really, let's make this one a little bigger here. Maybe this around this particular area here, or maybe this area. We don't want Jollibee to go back down to around 194 or 180, some 194 basically. We want it to go breaking highs on 197 and above. All right, that is for this particular stock, and that was one or the other. So let me repeat that. We don't want it to go back down to 193. We want it to go up to 197. Now the next particular stock is MBT. Now for MBT, guys, yes, it is starting to break down just like Converge. So in this scenario, guys, this is the second entry and it is going down. So we don't want it to go back down to 48, but if it does, then MBT may have a downtrend in play. That's what I'm saying here. So which is not so great overall, but we can't stop what the market thinks. So basically right now, if you take a look at it, where is MBT really right now? On the smaller picture, we are actually in between this and this. So one of them will have to go. It's either now, if we really touch 48.41 first, then on the next trading day, then we may have a bear micro actually from this particular area here going back down. So our one for the other on our next trading day, I would say really, if you think about it, there you go. So, of course, for me, I'd rather go back up 49.62 and create higher highs, then we have a bigger chance of going to 50.50. But currently, if the market go back down, then we don't want it to go back down to 48.41. And if it does, that is not so good. Alright, so we are just in the middle of this area here. And you know the next area of concern, 45.96. Right, that is for this particular market. Alright, the next market that we're going to be discussing is MM. Now, MM, guys, woo, we are we are still in between. Let's take a look at this. MM, we are still in between this area here. So MM is still a little bit better than MBT and the other stock. But yeah, this is still pretty good. Right? Which is, so this still has more chances of going up to 671. The thing that I don't really understand is why our supermarkets are not doing good overall, but the other companies are doing much better. It's supposed to be Christmas, right? We are still in between that two zone there, right? Although overall, guys, we did try to go back up, but now we're stuck. So basically, if we make this one bigger, our next one or the other, we mark this particular area and we broke out, right? So which means we didn't touch this particular area, we were here, then we broke out, so that is good. So the next one or the other here will be actually around that area, right? If this particular area breaks down to 610, then this is a start of a bear micro. But if the market goes back up and stays above 630 and creates higher highs, then you know it has a bigger chance of going back up to 671, which is this particular area, right? Alright, that is for that particular market. The next market that we're going to be discussing is one of my favorite but not doing so well, is PGOLD. Now for PGOLD, guys, the way I would see PGOLD is yeah, I can't believe it, you know, like PGOLD is very reverse from most of our PSEI stock, right? Take a look at that. Like, I have a feeling like when the market is not good, people go to PGOLD, but when the market is doing good, people are not buying PGOLD or the staples, right? Well, anyway, that's just really my just a short thinking there. I don't know if it's true or not. I have no idea. But if overall right now we are still stuck in between this area and this area, but there is bigger chance of this going back below 40. But if it does this change, I'll be happy. Now take a look at that. See, it's trying really hard. Market pushes down, trying to push up, market try to push down, market try to push up, market try to push down, and we are still stuck in our one or the other. So I'll just remain this one or the other. But if I can see there is a start of a bear micro, but of course it can always change. We don't know. All right, but in the actually on the 29th, there wasn't really much big movement. But of course, we always wanted to go back up to 42.50. Because why is it 42.50? I want to go back up. It's because of this particular area here. This was once our stepping stone. Now we try to go up, push back down, try to go back up higher than this particular swing, but we could not go back up at that particular level. So what happened? We broke down. Now, if this we broke down again at below 40, then this is another downtrend that we're seeing right now. And the next particular stock that we're going to be discussing is, I would say, is SECB. Now, for SECB, guys, it has more or less the same as our Metro Bank looking. Broke down there. Now for SECB, really guys, we don't want it to go back down to 128.93. And if it does, not so great overall. So let's take a look at it. On the smaller perspective, bro, although we are still, to be honest with you, we are still stuck in this one or the other still, but majorly, think about it. One of them will break first. This area and this area. I hope it will break 139.23 and go back up. But if it goes back down, then you know this is a start of a bear micro, which might want to retest back down here at 128.71, which is a alright. But overall, SECB still has a chance to go back up. The next particular stock that we're going to be discussing is tech. Now, tech, guys, it is now testing mostly the low of the previous day, which is not that great. And if you take a look at it, take a look at that. It retests there, although it is start of a bull micro, but we are very close. So the next one or the other, let's hope we don't retest 650 anytime soon, and we would stay above around 670 plus and above, actually 680 to be better. And if we try to create higher highs, then we are continuing this bull micro. But on Monday, if we broke this down and stayed lower, then this is a start of a bear micro, and this is now changing to the downside. Alright, so that's about this for this particular year. I'd like to thank all of my new subscribers as well as my subscribers and everybody who's watching my video, as well as the Facebook administrator who have given me an opportunity to share my information. I hope that you like my channel and you would continue your support to my channel. And of course, if you want any new stock or you're interested in knowing day trading and stuff, please let me know. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of these few hours in our the last days of 2020. Thank you very much, and take care, and God bless.